Yes.
The baby was 24 hours old when it was brought here, yesterday?
Yeah, the baby was like 12 hours old when he came. He was born at 11 o'clock yesterday morning, and he got here around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so actually like 4 hours old when he got here. He was born at 6 months, which is 24 weeks gestation. Full term is 40 weeks, so he was born quite early. His mom was doing good with her pregnancy, and then all of a sudden started to bleed and presented at an outlying hospital on the west side of Cleveland, and within a couple hours she delivered the baby by C-section, and the baby was emergently brought to us for critical care and stabilization.
And what kind of challenges does this little guy face as he lays here in this incubator at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital?
The little guy has a long road to go. Because he was born so tiny, all of his major organs are tiny as well. So his biggest challenge right now is his really tiny lungs, and so we're trying to give him as much support as we can.
Is that a tiny little respirator he's on?
Yeah. He has one of the smallest tubes that we can place on a baby. He only weighs 715 grams.
Put that in pounds perspective.
About 1 pound, maybe 3 ounces.
Less than the tape recorder I'm holding.
Yes, yeah. Another challenge for him is going to be risk for infection, so we have to be really careful with him that he doesn't get any infections. And sometimes, because his skin is so sensitive, like we can't even put like leads and things on his chest because they can burn his skin. So his skin is really sensitive as well. So we have these isolettes that are marvelous that we got a couple of years ago that you can put a lot of humidity so that it helps with these really, really tiny babies so that their skin has more of a chance of doing better.
20 years ago, would this baby be here?
This baby would be here, but the way we managed him 20 years ago is a lot different. And with all the research that we've done over the years, our prognosis is a lot better than it was 20 years ago. I was here 20 years ago, so I remember how we managed babies differently, and yet the equipment and the research that has come throughout the years is just marvelous for these little guys.
I imagine his chances of survival are better than they were then.
Oh, a lot better. And not only just survival, but the complications that those babies 20 years ago had, if they did survive, were a lot stronger and more challenging than the complications they have now.
He looks like a doll.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He's, like a miracle, as I'm sure his mom would say. His mom actually had him by C-section, and so she hasn't even seen him yet. But she did call when she woke up yesterday afternoon in the evening when she got here.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you. Gosh.
So I think these tiny ones are